esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear participants. I am Subheksha Lakandri, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day with us in this session together. I will be privileged to guide you through this session. This session is graced by the presence of a very special guest. We are delighted to welcome Dr. Nirmal Kumar, Vice President of Quality at Alchem Laborations Limited, to today's session on managing value chain innovations, the digital transformation perspective in pharma. With over 2 decades of leadership in pharmaceutical quality across Alchem, Novugen, Aurobindo, Torrent, and Ranbaxy, Dr. Kumar has overseen global regulatory inspections and driven excellence in quality operations. An alumnus of Delhi University, BITS Pilani, and Manipal, he holds multiple ASQ certifications and a 6 Sigma Black Belt. Author of 12 technical papers and a frequent international speaker, Dr. Kumar brings deep expertise in pharmaceutical quality systems and digital information. I would now like to request Dr. Neeta Sharma to garland Dr. Nirmal Kumar as a token of respect and honor. Let us warmly welcome Dr. Nirmal Kumar to the session.
Susan.
Where's the pointer? So, good afternoon, everyone. Very good afternoon. In fact, I was expecting some interactive session, so for working space, so it's okay. I'll make my way out. And as Neeta ma'am has said about me, and already some background has been shared, I wish to just reiterate that I am only one of the alumni of this organization. In addition to, I am postgraduate from Delhi University and BITS Pilani. So, in fact, when I enter into this premises, a lot of memories are cherished and a lot of the tough times which you might be enjoying as of time. So, but those are always an asset, and wherever I am today, the SMIT has great contribution in my career. Although I worked in multiple countries, I traveled around for business assignment in 15 different countries. But still, SMIT has big space in my heart. So, and as a social responsibility, I wish to perpetrate something to my juniors here. Not in the capacity of Vice President of Alchem. I just consider me as some of your seniors. whenever we study something, what is the ultimate goal? For saying, we can say that it gives us some spiritual sense, sometimes it gives social prestige, but ultimately whatever we do, that has to be converted to business value. And this topic, when it involved the transformation world, it's ultimately it is transforming entire the activities into the business values. Only that is the prime motto. And these topics like value chain and digital blockchains, all these are the latest terms, and I am very happy that SMIT has taken lead in inculcating a sense of understanding amongst the students and the concerned persons, so that in coming years they'll be equipped for the better contributor to the business organizations as well as to industry. Today, what we will cover precisely the role of digital transformation and in pharma, since pharma sector is one of the big economic contributor in our country. I think that only two sectors were there which were not impacted due to this pandemic of corona. One was pharma sector and there was IT. IT sector, there the online and the off-campus, off-premises, remote offices were in place, and people started working from home. And similarly, pharma industry was as such who witnessed a high, and in fact, I remember that 5-6 years back when the same Donald Trump, the president of US, what he said that if you don't give me chloroquine, I will wage the war. So he was threatening to India that you give us, means so prestigious. In that threat also, a sense of honor was involved that only India can give. And the time came when we were thinking that only foreigners can protect us, means Western countries will protect us from the pandemic. But suddenly what we found that India became the biggest exporter of vaccines. Why I am saying this before students? Because wherever the business values are there your importance will be there your growth will be there, you will be returning something to the society. So pharmaceutical is inevitable, just like software. Software has become your way of life. Okay. Pharmaceutical is the business contributor. In fact, it is the biggest booster to the country's economy as well. And so in today's session, we'll understand what are the market perspective, how we can go launch something, strategic importance of the digital transformation and IPR, in addition to digital transformation and pharma 4. So these are the few things we'll discuss. And in fact, in my company also, we have huge gatherings where and we have multiple training sessions, because in pharmaceutical, if you don't upgrade yourself, you can't sustain. It's 20 years back, whatever was being launched or manufactured, if today the same molecule or medicine is being manufactured and marketed, it won't sustain the market. In childhood, if you are using ciprofloxacin kind of some medicine, today maybe that if you go, doctors will say that use Clevam or Augmentin, or for cold cough always they will give you some sort of Clevenet kind of one molecule is there. I'll not burden all of you with the heavy chemical names, but it is, everyone knows that if your kids or your brothers, sisters, younger persons in your family is suffering from any kind of infection, cold, cough, fever, they will be given the next generation of medicine that is called Clevam or Augmentin, manufactured by our company as well, but it was innovated outside. So what I am trying to say that keep on knowledge upgradation is the essential aspect of pharma industry. So we have different role plays and there we have different kind of understanding. When this topic came for training to me, and what I thought that it is quite obvious, and many things I have included from my routine operations as well. And hopefully, since you are the future managers, what I see that either you are in a senior role or you are future managers, I consider, or future business heads, leaders. So what I see that when BCG or some KPMG or different consultants come, who generally are passed out of big business schools, what they readily understand the operation. So whether they have the background of commerce, BBA or somewhere, but they are in position to understand everything. Within 2 months they will ask something to us and they will understand. So with that belief, I will embed few technical terms here also, which you can ignore also. Don't think too much about this. So digital transformation boosts our operational performance and also drives innovation, better patient outcomes. So always patient-centric approach will be there. Without patient-centric approach, we can't do anything. We can't deliver. So when the digital transformation we talked about, what is the ultimate goal? Who is the most beneficial sector? Who will be most benefited amongst? You can guess that those are the patients. So always patient-centric approach will be there. And digital transformation is not the only way to connect your business with the end receiver. What else are involved? Today also the business is going on. Today also the manufacturing is in place. Today also marketing is there. Today also developments are there, research and developments are there. Okay, production activities are there, routine operations are there, supply chain is there. Okay. What else we are expecting? Anyone can guess, and if you can say something, it will allow me to gauge you also, and it will help me to respond appropriately. What is the most important? Why we are talking about digital transformation? Anything from your side?
Automation.
Please, yeah, please.
Automation is something that.
Yeah, why automation? Digital transformation is there. Why automation is there?
Automation would substantially improve the processes.
Very good, excellent answer. But many more answers are possible. Only one thing is that process improvement or improve the process. It's good, but many more answers are possible. Can someone else contribute in this discussion?
Efficiency.
Efficiency. What do you understand by efficiency? I'm also prompting that whatever input you apply and whatever output you get. Okay, the ratio you are talking. Okay, so this is also one thing, efficiency. Okay, what else? Reach. That's also great.
To reduce the risk. To reduce the risk.
Yes, please. Yes.
And getting the
critical evaluation is ongoing, correct?
Personalization to maintain.
Yeah, personality is there. Anything more? The biggest thing I'll tell you that when computer came in, industry, when industry started using computers, 35 years back, 30 years. What happened? What was the apprehension? That it will increase the productivity. Okay. Means what he said that efficiency, correct? It is interconnected. These are interconnected. But the most, the critical things. Do you remember some, 40 plus persons can remember this. That in our childhood, what was happening? That we were seeing that some typist is there, something is being written, and reports are being prepared. One wrong is there. Either a whitener will be used and it will be scrapped. Again, another set of typing will be there. Reports will be prepared. Even otherwise, hand notes will be there. Otherwise, what happens? Multiple works means bugging or removal will be not possible. Debugging will be not possible of the defects. Okay. Similarly, what else? The most critical thing after what we achieved after digitalization is the
the time span was reduced. Means cycle time was reduced. Okay. So the person who were doing activities were being performed manually. Those are being performed digital means. Many calculations. What ma'am said that the risk was minimized. Risk in terms of means the risk of doing something wrong, that was also minimized. Correct. And this way time saving was there. Means a defect, you generate the defect due to manual operation and again you debug. Means remove that defect. So those things were reduced and the entire cycle time was minimized. So this was the objective. One thing I'll say that this presentation is an open domain, it will be there. As per my experience, when you note down something, your mind stops working and you think that afterwards I will see. And so it's better that you respond me and interact, ask me questions. Okay, it will be a very fruitful session and you'll remember everything. It's not very big thing, as I said that KPMG, BCG, they come and they understand and they start guiding within 2 months. Like people like you all who come to our premises and they study our system and they start giving consultation to us, charging millions, not billions. So the same IQ understand that SMIT team has got and that will be there. So keep on asking questions, respond to me. I will trigger small questions. This will inculcate a lot of sense and understanding about the pharma operations. So cost and time pressure in R&D is there, regulatory compliance, patient-centric supply chain, transportation, security, management, manufacturing efficiency and competitive. All are in unit. Somewhere we can say these are the unit operations. Okay. I'll say that. Remember this term. What I'm saying that unit operations. Okay. How I'll connect it with blockchain. I will see. I will repeat afterwards. So R&D, what they do? They go to market somewhere, Africa market or Europe. They see that their patients have deficiency of certain nutrition or they are suffering through certain the disease. Correct. Suppose somewhere the sunlight is exposures are very less. What happens? Vitamin D3 deficiency is there. Nowadays everyone knows. Even arts students, they know that what is vitamin D3 deficiency and what the impact. So it has become general knowledge. Okay. So these kind of segmentations are there. Then R&D, what they do that they launch a product, they research a product, they understand, study that how bioavailability is there, how the persons will or the population will respond to that formulation or the drug design, and they go back and they start doing research on that. So this is the concept of cost and pressure in R&D. There it is reduced. If digitalization is there, if suppose a person 50 years back what they were doing, they were doing research in Africa. Okay, there people require this kind of medicines or they are suffering from malaria. And the same communication was reaching to US before the researcher. They were starting research and they were sending some sample. Okay, again the population was being medicines were administered to population and they were responding that what are the results. So this research time was so big, so huge. Now what is happening? Means just a sample is there, 10-15 samples are already there. Okay, data is being shared, the feedback is being shared digitally. They 10-15 samples are there. Whatever will suit, the one will be administered to the patient or the population, and the remaining will be discarded or returned back. So every activity runs in parallel. Again, what I term used the unit operations activities running in parallel. Correct. So these two words you remember, it will come in the concept of blockchain. Or probably whoever has studied blockchain, they might be guessing that what I want to say. Patient-centric shift means what patient will require. Today research is also going on and patient, what exactly happened in Corona time. The patient was being, there was no clinical trials. Earlier the rules were there that certain population will be studied, the medicine will be administered to certain persons, and over the years their impact will be assessed. Then the one medicine or vaccine will be launched. All these things were bypassed, and parallel, parallel trials were going on. Parallel impact assessment was there. Parallel risk assessment was there, and treatment was also going on. Correct. So again, somewhere directly or indirectly, the digitalization contributed in this campaign. And manufacturing efficiency, one of our participants has already said that it improves efficiency due to digitalization. Ultimately, it improves it reduces the cycle time, improves the productivity. So this is there. And regulatory compliance, when you perform activity, you directly start populating whatever is being done, and then ultimately what happens, it keeps on tracking that whether compliance is there or not. So regulatory compliance is also has become very easy. Correct? Everyone is clear about this. So those were the major contributors and component of pharmaceutical business operation. What I said in previous slide. Now coming back to value chain. Everyone understand value chain? Any idea what value chain is there? Whoever has habit to analyze the words English literal meaning, they can also guess and say something. What is value chain? Value word and chain word. These are two combined words. So what is the value? Means
Importance of the things.
anyone can read one box, the second box. Please, from this row. Read this. What is written here?
Value means
Turning every step into the customer value. Means ultimately customer you are gaining or retaining or earning from that. Okay. So the entire set of activities a company performs to deliver a valuable product or service to the customer is called value chain. Correct? And in pharmaceutical it includes the procurement of certain materials, even R&D. Here it is written that new raw material sourcing, but before that R&D also is included, production, quality control, distribution, marketing, sales, to after sales service. Means these are the typical flow of any business. Here also the same thing is there. In pharmaceutical R&D plays a very important role, because whoever first launches some product, okay, they get it registered with patent offices, and then they don't allow anyone to copy, and they keep on selling at much higher value. And of course, there what happens, they propagate that it has got multiple benefits. So you remove, you stop using the old molecule or old products. Now you start using someone whose family member is having diabetes. Okay, earlier metformin was being used. Now you will find that doctors are saying that एक बार इसको use करके देखिए. You use this sitagliptin in there, and multiple molecules have come. And just like in Colgate, what happens? One brand will compete to other. Okay, means earlier the conventional toothpaste was competing with gel was competing with charcoal was competing with the salted toothpaste. Similarly, here also the same way there means R&D gets some new molecule, they research upon it, they propagate it in the market, and then what happens? They start selling at higher value by advertising. So this way, value chain starts working. But everywhere, all the activities in business, what is the most fundamental? Most fundamental is the market access. Correct? Means it's not like that. You will keep on selling one strip or one product, just like in one rural shops. What happens? Everyone is selling this on door to door basis. In pharmaceutical or in bigger business, it will not happen. It will not work. You have to target a segment, okay, and there you have to acquire something, have the differentiated product, and then you acquire some the market share from there. Okay, so in pharmaceutical, what was happening? This data from IBF. In 24, it was around, this is the business size, okay, in billions, 65 billions, and now it will be, within 4-5 years, it will be 35, it will be approximately 130. And it's almost double in 6 years. So, any guess that how it will be fulfilled? In the, do you think that the industry will start, multiple duplicate industry will be there, and do you really think that the professions will be multiplied by 2 within 6 years? So how it will possible?
Value addition.
Very good, excellent. So many more, anything more? Please, pink t-shirt, please. What do you imagine? You are in business, so whether you are business manager, business student, but you are in business, you have to think that how it will be there. Opportunity is there. Means I am saying that by 30, your business will be twofold. Okay. So how it will be there? What is your imagination? How? They say that you can sail it out, but how it will be there? How you can do it? Any wild idea? See, you have seen that many, most of the Indian pharmaceutical industries owner are from non-pharmaceutical background. They are either in commerce or some they have studied in business schools. Not in India only, across the world. I was in Kolhapur previously. There my CEO was a product of Boston University business management he had studied. But he was talking all these things in very systematic manner. So that confidence you must acquire, that you can understand this business and you can explore the opportunity. This is the real task and characteristic of business managers. So you just stress your mind that from where it will come. This deficit means this one is there. Okay. How twofold? Vacuum is there. Just almost 50% hike is there, and how it will be fulfilled?
Targeting more customers.
Yes, please.
Sir, targeting more customers.
Yeah, please. That's okay. None of the answers are generally wrong. Yes, please.
Sir, finding new markets.
The topic is itself transformation, digitally transform. So wherever automations and digitalization is there, that is the only way out. So when digitalization starts, like 40 years back when Rajiv Gandhi brought computers in India, many the union leaders stood up and they said that many jobs will not allow computers in offices. Okay, this figure is the response to those kind of mindsets.
Sir, is this data that you presented, it is from Elcam that you?
No, it is IBF data. It is an open domain. You Google, you will find out. Roughly, it will change. Last year, I had taken this data for another seminar. So data could be somewhere. It could be 65, will be 63, 64. This is the real time data, and this somewhere it will change. This is the typical data. Alchem data I will not produce here anything. Those are highly confidential in pharmaceutical industry. The confidentiality is prime commitment. Okay. Many business decisions are there, many business launches are there. So please forgive me. Even one word, one product name, I can't utter here about that, and no one will expect that also. It is the general discussion. It is available in the open domain. So one part is there that the business is growing. Okay, business volume will grow in coming years. And what second thing, the market access. One was the domestic market access. Okay, and the second what I am talking about, that is expanding the business base and the market area. Okay, this is also from open domain. Okay, paracetamol tablet when you sell in India. It will cost around 50 paise of 1 rupee it will take. various brands. But the same product, if go to US, it is multiple times. Okay. If it go to UK, it will have different values. Because of that, India, Indian pharmaceutical industry always targets. You must be, getting news in economic times or business times that this company has been charged by US FDA. These are the observations, and these are being intimated to stock exchange. We see that the US FDA has audited and they found certain observations. And why people bother for their observations? This is the answer. This is the response that if one tablet is sold in India, it will have much lesser value. When it goes to a different country, okay, it has different value. Okay, correct. So market access, you understood that the opportunity is there in India. Okay, due to business volume expansion across world, because India pioneers in pharmaceutical manufacturing, and it keeps on exploring where we can export the products, and there will acquire some the revenue, extra revenue. The manufacturing cost will remain same whether you sell in India or to outside. But what happens? The business gain will be much higher. This is also from this Equine Research and Consulting data, and it says that by 2030 the 1600 billion will be the business value. Okay, so maybe that it is 10%, 5% here and there, but broadly the trend is same. As per their research, I have picked up the data. So pharmaceutical means working in abroad or getting data, getting revenue from through export is the biggest contributor to not only country's economy, but organization's business growth also. Whether it is in India, you will find that any company who was charged by US or regulators or UK regulators, their business, face a big jolt because of this one. One company there, Arvindo Pharma, in Hyderabad-based company. People hardly know about this because they don't sell in India. One tablet they don't sell in India. They only export to US and Europe. And I was fortunate to work there for a couple of years. And when I was working there, I didn't have this imagination that how much business they are doing. At that time, I saw that 2.3 or 2.5 billion their turnover was there. But I was surprised that for this amount, entire country like Pakistan, they struggle. In India, one company, one medicine company, only exporting. No, they are not involved in the domestic market. They are not involved in business in India. It's API is there, pharmaceutical ingredients they sell, raw materials they sell, but finished product they always export to US, Europe, or to African countries in few cases. But turnover them, one company, is capable to remove the poverty of or the crisis, financial crisis of one country, bigger country like Pakistan. Okay, and in Kuala Lumpur, I was there in Malaysia. What I saw that at that time, 5 years back, their market share was market volume was there 2.3 billion. Again, it is comparable to one company, big company, Sun Pharma, Arvindo, this kind. So see how much we are fortunate, how much fortunate we are that we are having such big gems in our country, and in the form pharmaceutical business leaders. Biocon is there, Torrent Pharma now is there, and of course Alchemy is also there. So for any country's growth, two sets of streams are there which are not which is very modern, like digital growth and as well as pharmaceutical, development, operational and delivery growth. When these are conjugated, this becomes the digital transformation in pharmaceutical industry, which we are talking today in details. And these are few important sectors of pharmaceutical industry or stages. We can say that clinical stage, when you take some molecule and clinical trials and initial something is there, and fine tuning and development is there. Then you make the strategy, then plan the market, regulatory products, production. All these things are there, and all when are integrated in a chain. Okay, it gives a substantial business value to any industry or country. Just to connect with your own curriculum, of course I have also studied this. So you can apply it here also. It is not disconnected. Hotels. So this is very common. One may be reduced somewhere, one may be added as per your convenience. But broadly, it is a product, promotion, people, place, price, all these are substantial and these are the business contributors. And from value chain, we are now coming to blockchain. And previously also I saw, I have discussed whether this slide or this slide. What do you see there? Certain operations are there, okay, in blocks. Whether you go to clinical status, development, strategy, means planning and strategy, marketing, big organization portfolios are there for against each. And blockchain is the main driver. Means blockchain, you understand the concept blockchain? Everyone understands? Yeah. So here what happens, when each unit operations, I said that unit operation I link with. So unit operation you consider where the it is linked to all or in a chain manner, parallelly working, delivering. So how easy the operation will be? Now it is making sense. The time is saved, the accuracy is there. Whatever you opened just in the beginning, that what the digital transformer will do, that is coming into picture. So, though it is decentralized, means the clinical trials are going parallelly. Manufacturing plants, they are making big facilities that this product will come to our plant, we will launch this. Okay. Regulatory department, they start preparing, this way the application, if this the data will apply there and will get the approvals, regulatory approvals in this country, and this way our product will be first to launch, first to file, first to launch. Okay, first file products, so that in market we can say that before patients we can claim that this is the latest product which we have brought in the market. So the digital transformation and the blockchain is working in this way. Okay, although parallelly decentralized, but they are contributing with high level of accuracy and cross linkages are there. That's why the accuracy level is also there. Business risk is very less. Correct? Making sense? One word I was saying that the research. Okay. Some product is being manufactured in US. Okay, one researcher, Novartis kind of, or any big company, they research over the years and they brought up one molecule. Okay, which is supposed to be very beneficial to the patients. Can we copy it in India? Why? Why we can't copy this, any molecule? Why we can't copy? There are also population in there. Sometimes Indians are working there, and Indians bring the formula here. They can manufacture in any company, Sun Pharma, Rembexi, Bindo, or any company. So what is the hurdle? This is the hurdle, base hurdle. International laws are there. Okay. But it is not like that, never they can copy. In any condition, they will not copy, it does not happen. How they can copy, any idea about that? When they can copy? Means time frame is there. Initially they can't copy, but some time frame is there in consideration.
We can do reverse process reengineering. Reverse process reengineering.
Yeah. Yes. Very good. Many more ways also there. Means like I will explain just now. So what one gentleman said that it is about reverse processing. It is in technical terms, minor refinement is there. It is called reverse engineering. But this concept is same. And that too, it gives time. Like for blood pressure, some medicine has been invented in US. Immediately you can't copy in India. It gives some window time that by that time you can file that it's not your. The international agencies, they assume that parallelly also you might be inventing something. So we are giving an opportunity. This is a product we are launching. Okay. So within 180 days you claim that you were also parallelly inventing something, and if you can bring out something, they will accept. So at that time what the industry do, they take some the products from there, if already marketed by innovator, they do some reverse engineering. Reverse engineering, that identifying the ingredients out of that in a reverse way. Means generally what happens, you put the ingredients, you make the product. They take the product and they do some reverse engineering. They find out through different technologies, there are many sophisticated instruments are there to find out what has been used as ingredient. Okay, and then by studies there, the same kind of behavior, the innovator's product versus the generic, what you call that, whoever is copying this, they are termed as generic players. They copy and they mimic this. There are bioequivalence and bioreaction, bioavailability in the system, human body system will be identical, comparable. Then they are being allowed under certain conditions, not blindly even then. Again the window closes and many international regulations are there. So the IPR section of any organization, they deal with this. They keep on working on this. Very clear now? Means all sections you have understood, blockchain you have understood, value chain you have understood. IPR of any organization, suppose this is true about the organization who has launched the product or innovated. Okay, protecting the innovative idea discoveries made by pharmaceutical company, own company's idea must be prevented. Means many times how they generic players they do, they copy some, they take the product of one company where it is combined. Okay, they fragment it and they make. Or vice versa, if the two different crystals are there, they make the co-crystal, so that legally it will come, it will appear like these are the single body, it is different molecule from there. These are some technical gimmick which they only suggest. The IPR department of any company, they suggest that this is the way you can reach. Okay. So from there, by breaching the patent, somewhere where the opportunities are there, where regulatory agencies permit, there you explore the opportunity and strategic segments are being identified, and then it is it is being launched into the different market. These are the regulatory agencies which carry out technical assessment. Okay. And then pricing. Sometimes the government agencies are involved, particularly in India. One NPPA is a National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. They will not allow you to sell paracetamol or folic acid at 5 rupees. One pill. They won't allow. You can't say that I have manufactured, many labor were there, many workers were there. We have used. So their pricing authority, that also you have to take under consideration. Regulatory Affairs Department deals all these activities with the government agencies. Healthcare landscape, where this the healthcare system is lacking in across the world, I find that is very big challenge. That which product is required in which country, okay, and then changing regulatory requirement. That is also sometimes the product is manufactured under certain regulations. Suddenly the regulation change and that product is banned. Many times we have faced this kind of situation in India also, that certain products companies launching just on the eve of launching 2 days, 3 days back, the entire stock is held up, and they say that the government circular has come, this cannot be launched here now. So certain regulations are there. This product is suitable for different. These are the considerations, and again all these things are considered in the blockchain, means where it is parallelly working, but somewhere the information is not integrated, where the failures are there it will come in the picture, and it will become the stumbling block. This is some market access strategy which industry applies, and they keep on adopting for their business growth, and regulatory compatibility, when it's ongoing compatibility is being assessed. Pricing controversies are also there, competitiveness is there. Many times government regulations are coming into picture, as well as cost is in manufacturing cost has increased due to some geographical location, or sometimes the labor laws, somewhere due to equipment price hike or raw material availability. Sometimes manufacturing price is higher, when the selling price or allowed retail price fixed by the authorities, those are not compatible. So those become a big challenge, and those are being handled by strategy. And when all segments, all the factors are working together, parallelly, that manufacturing, marketing, all are working, and regulatory departments, if they are working, then only each block will give signal to each other that stop the manufacturing of this. This is not